Hey guys, so today I have Holo Taco swatches. So this is Simply Nailogical's nail polish brand that you guys have been asking me to try for a really long time, and I finally have done it. So I picked up the Work-Life Balance collection, which at the time was the most recent collection. The Light Mode collection just dropped a couple days ago, so this is no longer the newest collection. But there are 4 cream polishes here, and then I also picked up the Everything Taco to swatch as well. So I will link the website down below. 4 or 5 polishes here all together, and I'll get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Here for the Payday, and this is described as a bright chartreuse green. This had really good coverage on the first coat, good formula, definitely not a one coater. There are some uneven spots, but it feels very nice and self-leveling. So based on the coverage that I was seeing in other people's photos and live swatches, I was expecting this to feel a little bit thicker and a little bit harder to level, because just in my mind, a polish that's this easily opaque tends to run thicker, and when it's thicker, it's harder to level. But that's not what I got with this formula at all. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with how these applied. And this did cover completely for me in 2 coats. So that is 2 coats of Here for the Payday. The next polish is called Left on Red, and this is just described as a hot red. So good formula on this one, very opaque. This could probably be a one coater depending on your preference. I have a little bit of nail line showing that you can see here in the footage, but it was there in person, but it wasn't quite as bad as it's showing on camera. I did end up doing 2 coats with this one anyway, because I had this large white spot on my thumbnail, and that was poking through that first coat. So I had to do 2 to cover that completely. And I did get a deeper color out of that second coat as well, so I'll probably call this a 2 coater regardless. So that is 2 coats of Left on Red. The next polish is called Work Bestie, and this is just described as a warm and bold purple cream. This is another good, smooth formula. It levels itself out really nicely. This is really close to being a one coater. This is probably the closest to being a one coater out of all of them for me, but I could still see a few uneven spots where the coat was a little bit thinner in some spots than others, and it made the color a little uneven. So I did 2 coats to level everything out. But let's be real, these days I'm doing 2 coats on everything anyway. So that is 2 coats of Work Bestie. The next polish is called Board Meeting, and this is described as a bold blue cream. Not a ton to say here with this one, kind of following the same pattern as all the other polishes that I've swatched so far. Good formula, smooth, very easy to apply, levels itself out really nicely. I did 2 coats for full coverage for this one, and it was a really easy 2 coats. This is a very, very nice shade of blue. So that is 2 coats of Board Meeting. So the next polish is the Everything Taco Topper, and this is described as iridescent color-shifting flakies and holographic, both linear and scattered, and holographic flakies in a clear base. So I have swatches of this in direct sunlight and with matte top coat and over all of the creams in this collection, as well as black. It's very, very versatile depending on what you put it over. It looks completely different over black than over this light blue, for example. So this is a good topper. It has a good balance of flakies and holographic. It's not too dense. It's not too sparse. It looks really good over dark and light colors. I actually like this a lot more than I thought I would. So that is 1 coat of Everything Taco. So I really like these. I'm pretty happy with them. The Everything Taco, I did not think I was gonna like as much as I did, but I really liked it, especially over black. This was a much cooler topper than I thought it was going to be. I'm not usually into flaky toppers like this, so surprised how much I liked this. Of course, Board Meeting and Here for the Payday are gonna be my favorites because it's blue and green, and those are the shades that I love so much. But overall, I'm really happy with the formulas here. When I mentioned on Instagram that I was going to try Holo Taco, I got a mixed bag. I haven't seen people that follow me be that aggressive about anything in a while, but I had some very aggressive responses about trying Holo Taco, so I wasn't sure what I was gonna get because some people were really unhappy with what they had. I do think that they're, ma'am, I do think that they are slightly overpriced for what they are, but I mean, they're not bad polishes. If you want a good polish, you're willing to pay that much for it. They're good polishes, at least what I've tried. Granted, I've only tried 5 out of an entire brand, but I didn't have any issues. So, I don't know. I was a little nervous. And see, this is why I have no lights up here. This one, right here. Stop it. So I wasn't exactly sure what to expect based on the responses that I got, but overall, I'm really happy with what I tried. Again, I will link the website down below where you guys can check those out. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.